What's good, my good people? It's your boy Big G, Stocks and Cigars. Wanted to do a quick recap video for you guys, let you know what's coming up for this week, the week of February 19th. It is a shortened week because of President's Day today. No action in the market today, as you all know. But the beautiful thing is, we can prepare for tomorrow and for the weeks to come. I do see a little bit of volatility starting to come back. We're starting to see some volume come back. We're definitely starting to see more plays uh, come to fruition for us every single day. Favorites, and that's going to be Tesla. I want to show you guys kind of what's been going on with that. I know we talk about it a lot, but at the end of the day, you kind of got to know what's under the surface to really trade this. We had the earnings come out back on the 24th, big drop after earnings, 25th. We closed on the 24th right around 207, if I remember correctly, 207.83 to be exact. And then the next day we dropped all the way to 182.63. The saving grace has been that 180 area. That's an area that's been defended by the bulls very well, even though we did get down to 175 just last week on Monday. So that would have been a great dip to buy, because since that 176 was hit, we've been looking at pretty much decent volume to this, to taking this to back to the upside. It was also written about that Elon owns about 20% of the company and is probably going to be looking to buy more. So we're looking at a huge volume push to the upside. Failed at the $200 level, got it to about 203 and failed that. But as you can see, that gap is starting to fill. The rectangle that you see here, drawn by myself, is the gap after earnings. And I always look at those gap fills, whether it's up or down. You look for the gap fill, because usually you get some strong buyers in there, institutional buyers that follow those gap methods, and they look to drive that back up. My guess is that once we get back up to that area of 210, 207, where we closed before earnings, look for either a push up on great news in market sentiment, or if the market is really starting to continuing to suffer, like we saw between the hours of 3 and 4 on Friday, then you'll look for that to crush back down to that 180 and possibly 175 areas. All right. The last but not least one we'll talk about today, guys, is going to be Lilly. Lilly has been one of my favorites this year. It's just almost like a skyrocket, man, the way this thing has gone up. But the beautiful thing about this is that you see a couple really nice gaps in this chart. So really right now it's playing the patience game. They've come out with great earnings. They have shortage in their drugs. I mean, it's basically a Goldilocks scenario for this company. With that being said, any bad news, any bad luster, any bad sentiment come out about some of these weight loss drugs and what they're able to do, then we will see a pullback. When we do see the pullback, I'm looking at this nice gap where you see the rectangle here. We had a close on the 20th of February at right around 757. Just on a quick news story, maybe an upgrade from some of the analysts, we looked at a 763 being the low the next day. So that is a good $6 to $7 gap right there. So we get a little bit of negativity to come into the stock. We can at least look for that 763 area, and then below that, there's some more gaps right here from February 14th, going all the way back to when the really good news was given about Amgen not being able to catch up, February 2nd, where we jumped all the way from this area of a close that day of 667, and we haven't looked back since. I mean, the low the next day was 682, which is about almost a $15-$20 gap, and then we've rocketed from there. So this stock definitely has momentum to the upside. You'd be crazy to short it, but you would want to look for those gaps to fill and then look for the bounce plays at the bottom of those gaps. That's kind of the way I would play that one to the upside. And of course, with option expiration coming up mid-March, quad witching, this is one that you're going to want to watch very closely, because I know there's a lot of money in that particular stock. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll continue to do these recap videos, and we'll look at the charts every single week and see what we can find out. There are always clues in each chart. Remember that. Protect the bread. It's your boy G signing out.